Welcome back, Blue Crew. It's your boy Big Blue here with another video. I showed you guys that clip of this rocket launcher build I was working on. If you want to call it a build, I don't really call it a build. It's more just like a boss kill build, just for bosses only, not for modding. It has no modding capabilities, so I have no modding clips here. I just want to say thank you for all the support I've been getting in the Discord and all the support I've been getting to the subscribers. I've gained so many subscribers so fast. I just want to say thank you guys. I really appreciate it. And like always, guys, let's get into the video. Okay guys, like I was telling you before, I've been using a purple class mod, not a legendary one. And before I go down here, I just want to show you a couple things. Guardian rank is disabled, and that's just my skill tree. I'm going to show you that later when I go over it. Just items, but this is the main item that is important to this build, one of them anyways. It has that 29% splash damage and that heavy weapon damage. It gives me 3 points into personal space. I don't really care about the conflux, but the points in the personal space made it worth it. One thing that I thought everybody knew about Amara, but her splash damage and her elemental damage, they're multiplied together. They fall under the same category, so if you add splash damage, you are in turn adding elemental damage to your character. So it makes you do more damage, a lot more damage, because you know how she is with elemental damage. Alright, let me show you real fast how the build actually does. The reason that I get so close is because you guys see because of that damage that I need. Well, this is one shot at a time, but you get to see what I mean. Those victory. And that's without any guardian range, so anybody can use this build. So here guys, I just want to show you a couple other clips of me killing some other bosses, just so you know it will one-shot all bosses. And just talk for a second with you. What are your thoughts on the new DLC? I honestly can't wait for it to come out. I'm going to be live streaming it here on YouTube. If you're one of my subscribers, you'll get a notification. You can come watch and come join me in game if you want. My epic is Big Blue Gaming. Come join me, we'll play together. I will be streaming it, so you will be live, but if that doesn't bother you, come join. But yeah, I think it's gonna be great. New level cap, so we can make new crazy builds, farm for new items, and just make new combinations that we never would have thought of before. I think it's gonna be a great time, and I can't wait for it to come out. Also, I'm sorry about my audio, like when I'm talking. My PC is just, I updated my PC, changed some things around to try to get a clearer picture for you guys with less like glitches or less jumping. And it reset all my settings on everything, so I'll have to readjust those. Again, I'm sorry about that. Okay guys, so this is going to be showing you that this build has a ridiculous amount of damage even if you don't have the amp damage from the one-shotter. He hits me here first. See, I didn't kill him. So I just decided to sit in the fire and let him kill me. So I can try again.
You wanna go?
Okay, I'm dead, right? So like I was saying, the build revolves around personal space, and the closer you get, the more damage you'll do. I chose the ion cannon for this reason, because I can get really close without the splash damage actually hitting me. So this time when I go to fight him, I'm actually just going to run in there and get as close as I can, knowing I'm going to get hit because all those other guys have spawned and everything. And you'll see the difference that it makes from doing that. So I take shots, I just keep going like it's normal. Keep going, and he's dead. One shot. See? Welcome back, Blue Crew. Okay, let's get into this build. I got a lot I want to talk to you guys about. Well, not a lot, but let's get into it. So the ion cannon that you see me using in the clips is actually this Annex Scathing Ion Cannon. I'm using it for a multitude of reasons. One of the reasons is because it's ×2, and the damage, 27,527. If you look at this ion cannon I have, it only shoots one, this Storming, however you say that, Woods ion cannon. It only has 20,000 damage and only shoots one bullet. So not only does this one do more damage, but it also shoots 2 projectiles. The reason that is important because I'm using a one-shotter shield. And as we know, the one-shotter shield amps the damage of all of your projectiles, while the rerouter only amplifies the damage of one of your projectiles. I've tried both out, and trust me, the one-shotter works way better. So the only one I could get was one with radiation. I wish I could have got one with shock, because whole different level on this build. So if anyone has one, please let me know. Anyways, I'm using this bonus incendiary damage with weapons for 10 seconds on this Singularity Firestorm. That's pretty basic, nothing special about that, but I'm using fire damage as my elemental damage in my skill trees. So that's why I'm using that to boost this damage that is transferred to my gun because of infusion. Couldn't find like the perfect artifact, but I found one that has heavy weapon damage, and it has that area of effect damage, which is the same as splash damage on certain weapons. Not all weapons, but I believe most weapons it's the same as splash damage. They are added together the same way I was telling you the splash damage is added to elemental damage with Amara. I know that for sure. I don't know about any other characters. I do have them to 53, but I don't play them the way I play Amara at all. And the weapon accuracy. I will be having I will have this other ion cannon in the save along with this lob, which is a pretty good radiation lob if you ask me, and a Saw Bear. Oh, sorry, this is actually Embrace the Pain. Different weapon. Okay, so let's go over the skill trees now. Start with just the elements. So I have no points into Anima because I'm not trying to do status effect damage or the duration. I don't care about those things. Infusion is important because my ion cannon, it doesn't have an element, so I need infusion so I can get that damage. That's why I multiplied. That's why I added the increased incendiary damage also to get as much fire damage as I could out of this build. Tempest so I can get more elemental damage also. This point in the dread is not necessary at all. It helps if you have on Stillness of Mind, which you guys know I love using, because you'll have enemies grasped and then you shoot them and it does more damage. But with normal enemies, you don't even need to worry about it, and you know you can't actually grasp a boss enemy. So in the brawl tree, I have 2 points in the Root to Rise. Give myself a little bit more health. This is the one though, one that matters the most. I have up to plus 72% damage dealt. And what Thick Philla said, from his calculations and everything, when you have 3 points, it actually gives you closer to 50%. So I'm getting almost 100% right here alone. Not including my class mod that gives me that extra 18%. Not including anything else. I have that 20% extra splash damage with that splash damage reduction of 40%. Just a little extra splash damage doesn't hurt. I'm trying to get as much damage as I could out with this build. I have Samsara for some lifesteal, some health regen, health regen, not lifesteal, excuse me. 1 point in the Helping Hands. I could take the point out of Grasp, out of Dread here, and fit it into Helping Hands, give me some more damage reduction. It would probably help, honestly. In the Mythical Assault tree, 3 in the Fast Hands for that reload speed. We all know the Ion Cannon loads slow. So that's why I have those 3 there. I have Violent Tapestry just for the elemental effect chance. I'm not actually sure if that applies to me not having an element and getting the elemental damage out of my gun. Probably not, but I also needed to progress down the tree, so it played a double meaning. 5 points in the Restless for that cooldown rate. Never have enough cooldown. Transcend for that critical hit damage, and Ion Cannon can critical hit, as you've seen me do with some of those. I have 1 point into a Clarity for some more reload speed. With the Ion Cannon, you can never have enough reload speed, honestly. Ascendant I have this in case I do use stillness of mind, because you know you could change it to stillness of mind, and you'd be able to grasp enemies, but not bosses, of course. Of course, I have Wrath and Laid Bare for more damage. They're damaged with my action skill. That's why you see me shoot my action skill at them. From Rest for that fire rate and the charge speed, more for the charge speed than anything. It charges it up faster, which makes it viable, or usable, shall I say. I always use Remnant, and I've got some crazy Remnant orbs out of this build, so I will always use Remnant. I just see the potential that that ability has. And last but not least is Avatar. Avatar is going to make it where I can double cast my action skill ability. So if I don't get the kill in the first shot, I doubt it, but if I don't, I have time, I can cast it again, and then I'll have all my buffs again, and I'll be able to do it again and give it a try. And that's pretty much the build that I have for you guys. I really hope you guys enjoyed this one. I enjoyed making it, and I'm probably going to end up using this class mod again for something. For another build, I've actually already tried it with like a hyper focus, and I got just as much, if not more damage than the hyper focus build I just brought out last week. So I know it has a lot of potential just with the personal space on it alone, not forgetting the splash damage. I can't think of any other heavy weapons that work well with this. I tried quite a few of them, honestly, and I just couldn't think of anything that, I couldn't figure out anything that worked as well as the iron cannon would. That's all I got for you today, Blue Crew. As always, stay medicated, stay elevated, and take it easy.